I have Page of Feathers, which is Page of Swords, and I have the Star. So the energy is being open to new things, being a little vulnerable. You're very focused on peace, healing, really wanting to just open yourself up to new experiences, being vulnerable, new ways of healing, new ways of bringing peace into your life. People have mixed feelings about raccoons. I think that they're extremely curious, that they're really playful. Yeah, they'll probably eat anything and they're always digging through your stuff, but that's how they survive. Sometimes people think that they come across as skittish. Well, that's because they're being yelled at all the time to get out of stuff. And so I feel like you are in this space of exploring, but you don't feel pressure with it. You have the time and the space to explore at your leisure, kind of slowly open up to what's being shared with you. I feel like you're always on the lookout for new ways to heal. And with the Star being here and the Swan, I'm feeling like the Swan is serving almost as a guide. Like the Star is down here and she's taking the energy of the Star with her as she's leading you basically into what's coming next. She's slowly and gracefully leading you into that, almost showing you this is the type of energy you need to have to fully experience this shift that's coming. I want to know what one major thing from your past experiences prepare you for this. We have the fact that you're in this energy of like safe exploration. You're leading with peace. You're focused on healing. You've been going through a lot. There's been a lot that's happened in your past, but it's all been meant for something. Most of our experiences are meant for what comes later in our life to prepare us. Two of Pentacles. As you've been progressing through this growth and healing, part of it has been learning the ability to adapt to a situation, to maintain balance. Your ability to adapt in any given situation has helped you to maintain the balance of both yourself and your environment. This amount of balance that you're going to need to maintain between what you've learned, how you conduct yourself currently, and what's needed to move forward. That's the balance you're going to need to find and maintain. A kangaroo has so much balance. They're able to do so much with the awkwardness of their body, their ability to balance on their 2 feet in a way that makes a punch or a kick from them so hard that it's worse than any human hitting you ever. It's incredible, but they don't look like they're that strong. Physically being able to balance yourself in a way that makes you stronger. Emotionally being able to balance yourself so that you know when to actually make your move. That is what will prepare you to go into this shift. I want to see what it is that you are working on right now that is part of this shift. Page of Acorns, which is Wands in reverse. Discovery came right on top of the Raccoon card, which is all about discovery, but this is in reverse. It's like your unyielding work to constantly find ways to adapt and to balance. It's something that you maintain every day. It's like the background working system of a computer. It's constantly running, it's constantly searching, it's constantly doing what it needs to do. That's like what this is. It's constantly looking for opportunities to adapt, constantly looking for that balance. And what you're working on right now is curbing that a little bit to be less pessimistically curious. There's times you'll find yourself looking for the negative about something, and Spirit saying, right now you're working on coming from a place of positivity. That's what it is that they still want you to work on. You've got this balance and adaptability down, but you've got it down to a degree that you're always looking for the next shoe to drop. And you need to be looking for the next flower to bloom. I feel like that's very much what you're trying to work on right now, is recognizing the difference. You're working on coming out and rejoining the world. You've spent a lot of time in this healing energy right here, and now you need to come out of that stage and use what you've learned. And so I feel like that is definitely something you're working your way up to. One last thing in preparation for this shift that's coming. 8 of Cups. 8 of Shells. That makes a lot of sense, actually. 8 of Cups is all about different opportunities in front of you. And you weren't sure which was the right one to pick. You took the time that you needed to take. So now you're at a place where you've made that choice, and it's about moving forward with your choice. But this is about moving forward and choosing something that is opposite of what truly makes you happy, which has only left you in the past feeling very trapped, very unable to move, not able to always respond to your own needs and your own desires, but so focused on everybody else's needs and desires. So you're actively working on not allowing that to be to the detriment of yourself. What should you embrace in order to be able to flow through this shift in energy? The shadow means self-empowerment. It means ambition, and that's what you need to embrace. You have learned to empower yourself through all of this change, all of this healing, and this focus on peace. You've done your shadow work. You've done your healing. We are always in the process of healing, but you are coming through the shadow work tremendously well. You need to hold on to this newfound empowerment in yourself, to this newfound strength, to this newfound desire to have what comes next be positive. You're working on this, not always allowing the negative to affect you so much. And in order to do that, you need to be okay with how empowered you feel. I feel like you have a little bit of, this isn't meant for me. Yes, it is. You are meant to feel this empowered. You are meant to feel like you can change the world, because you can. You can absolutely change your world. And the changes that you make in your world can impact the rest of the world at some point or another. So you need to embrace this belief in yourself. And that is what's going to help you kind of flow through this. It's not negative, but it's very, and could turn out to be negative if you're not prepared for it, or if you're not anchored enough for it. All right, what changes have you already experienced? King of Cups. You've already experienced what it's like to feel in harmony and at peace. We talked about that in your current energy. In and around you is this peaceful, harmonious existence. It's leveled you up a little bit in how you are seen by other people. Your dedication to this peaceful way of living. People look to you as a guide for that. People look to you as, I don't want to say expert, but they look to you as somebody who's very knowledgeable about peaceful transition and peaceful change. And that's something that's already happened. People have witnessed how you've gone through a lot of the recent changes that you've made, and you've really set an example on how it can be done. 5 of Cups. So a lot of this has been around emotions, managing your emotions, getting in touch with your emotions, finding peace with your emotions. And all of this focus on your emotional well-being has readjusted how you see things. It's brought in a new perspective, hope for the future, hope that you didn't always have before. It's like you're taking one last look at what you're leaving behind and then moving forward with a new perspective, a new hope, a readjustment and realignment with how you think. I want to see what potential outcomes there might be. I'm definitely seeing abundance, because here we have the Empress, so potential outcome of everything you've ever wanted, abundance in all aspects of life. Security and also abundance. So if you're thinking that you're not supposed to have abundance, you're absolutely going to. It's what you focus on that will be the abundance that is provided to you, or that you will experience. We have the Empress here, and then we have the Emperor over here, and that is in reverse. So the outcomes of this shift in energy and your ability to adapt to it are for the most part positive. But some of this is going to cause different parts in your life to kick up, to be very chaotic. And the reason for this chaos is to push you to stand up for your principles, to stand up for yourself, stand up for the growth that you've already witnessed, you've already experienced, you already have. To stand up and say, no, this is growth, and here's why. Because there's someone that's going to push against you, who's going to be very overbearing. There's somebody who misuses their authority. They react very chaotic, very impulsive, and they're going to be testing you and saying, you don't know what you're talking about. They have no self-discipline, so they care only about the point they're trying to make in that moment. They don't care about the damage that they do. So you're going to have to be super aware of people's motives. You have all of this abundance, you have this beauty, you have great things coming for you. And a lot of that comes from your newfound self-empowerment, self-confidence, and your new ability to stand in your own space and take up space and say, I belong here. And in order to truly feel like you belong here, you're going to have somebody push you and try to tell you that you don't, so that you can stick up for yourself and solidify and cement that belief in yourself. So be on the lookout for that and embrace it, because it's happening and it's coming. Time will bring a surprise, but I also got the next couple of days. So there's some things that are happening relatively soon. Let's see if we can get one more guide on days. Next days to 3 months from now, that is your time period. So over the next 90 days is when you're going to start seeing some of these things moving in the direction of this shift. I feel like it's been gradually happening now. It's like it's ramping up, and then it's going to be full blown, and then there's going to be a period of coming out of that. But it's going to take some time. But whenever it happens, it's going to come in as a surprise to you. A couple of messages from your higher self. Trust your intuition. You already know the answer. So whenever you're questioning anything, there's always a part of you that already knows what the answer is. We just don't always want to accept that, or we don't always trust ourselves to know the answer. So trust your intuition, because it's already there. You already know it. Let's do one other one. Every step you take is supported by thousands of your ancestors, and you are held forever in their love for you. You are fully supported. You have nothing to worry about. There are people that you don't know, but they know you from your past and from your ancestry that are here with you, ready to walk along this journey with you. So you are highly supported, highly cared for. If you resonate with this in any way, would love to hear about it in the comments. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much again for your time today. I hope that this was helpful, and I look forward to the next time. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.